Guys, welcome to episode number 10 of the Derby Career Mode Live, and to start off this episode, we're currently in the January transfer window. We did sell Jordan Ibe and Andre Blake in the last episode, so we have got quite a bit of money now. We've got about 25-ish mil. So what we're going to do is sign a player, I think, to kick off this episode. I've added a few to the shortlist, a few players that you guys have suggested. But all in all, the main, like in my opinion, I think if we can score more goals, then we're going to be better. So I've got players such as Bellarabi, Schürrle, and a few others on this shortlist that should be able to help us score some more goals. And I think the number one target for me, personally, is Andre Schürrle. I love him in real life, and I love him in FIFA, so let's try and get him. So he has obviously transferred to Roma, so he's already moved one time during this career mode. Can he move again? We're going to just match the value, see if they do accept that. You never know, they might just go for that. So we'll give him 15.5 on the dot. He is 29 years old, but since we're only doing one or two more seasons after this season with this career mode, I don't think he'll be much of an issue. I think 29 is a perfectly fine age, and he's a little bit more of a well-known player. Like, when my players go down in rating, obviously, is because of the fact that they're not well-known, so they don't really think about those players. But players like Schürrle should keep his rating quite nicely. So I'm going to go in with 18, see if they can like meet us in the middle. We still have enough money then to do the contract stage. I think he was just under 70 grand wages, so as long as we've got about 70 and a 1 million transfer budget, that's all we really need. So yeah, sticking to 22.9, which we can't afford, so we do need to knock it down as much as we can. I think if we, yeah, I'll go for 19, and we'll see if they are happy with that. I really want Schürrle, but if we can't get Schürrle, we'll go for Bellarabi. The thing is with Schürrle, he can play striker as well. Bellarabi's just literally a right mid. However, Schürrle can play pretty much anywhere. They're going to have to take some time to consider the offer for Schürrle, so hopefully they don't take too long. But we will wait for the time being. So they're sticking to their £29.9 million price tag. I'm going to try one more offer for 20 on the dot, just to see if we can, because obviously I can't afford it at the moment. I've only got 40 grand in wages. If we accept that, we do kind of need to knock off at least 1 or 2 million. I think the most we can go for, yeah, probably around that, because then obviously the wage budget would go across to transfer budget. So the most we can do is 21, maybe 21 and a half. We could just about squeeze. So we'll try 20. I think you'll be a really good player at the club. Like, I know how to play with Schürrle on FIFA. I've used him for the last like 3 or 4 years. I've not actually signed him in a Derby career mode before, so it'll be something different that we haven't done before. They're sticking to that 22.9. I just don't have the money, unfortunately, Roma, to do that. So we're going to have to go for the 21 and hope they kind of just negotiate a little bit. Like, you don't have to just slap bang, there's the price tag. It is a pretty fair price, in fairness. But they're just not willing to negotiate. They have negotiated now. They're free to let him go for 21. I think that's a fair price. We still have enough money, hopefully, to sort out the wage front, so let's go do that now. So obviously he's going to want a crucial first team position. I'm more than happy to accept that. 3-year contract, again, we're probably not going to do 3 seasons more in this career mode, but then again it will, so his first year will basically be until the end of the year, so it's just about right, I think. Now, he wants 77 grand wages, which is perfectly fine. However, he wants 2.25 million after 25 appearances, what I can't afford. I still can't afford. Shit. Oh, why is he wanting so much? I know he's kind of dropping down, like Roma's a big club and then we're not so much, but I don't know what we can do here to convince him. I'll go for that, because that's literally all we can do. We've got 0 to negotiate. I don't know if it makes any difference if you like put more into the signing open bonus than the wage, or wage than bonus. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, they obviously, because we removed that bonus, he's going to want more money, so we're going to just have to end negotiations. They're wanting far too much money, and there's plenty more options out there. So now that we've lost Schürrle, I'm going to try and get Bellarabi. Again, it's a similar kind of boat, but be interested to see what kind of wages he wants. Obviously, Bayer Leverkusen probably aren't as big as a club as Roma, so I'm going to probably match the value. The only thing is, we could maybe squeeze somebody that we don't need into this deal. Maybe like Jerry. I don't know if it actually... The problem is they don't really work, these deals, when you swap the player. Like, literally, the value is literally nothing. So we'll go in with a £19 million bid for Bellarabi to kick it off. I can't really negotiate too much, and they've actually accepted that. So maybe we could have got him for cheaper. But 19 million is a fair price in fairness, so we will go into the wage now. Again, it really does hinder on this. Like, if he wants too much money, then we're not going to be able to do it. So we can afford him, which is nice. I kind of wish you could do it like you did in the past, where you could do this bit, and then after that you decide whether you want, like, if you wanted, you could set up a load of players basically, and you could pick one. But now it's a little, you have to be a bit more decisive with your signings, of course. I don't know what would be best for us, really. Because removing that bonus, you get quite a bit more money. But then, obviously, that wage will go up a bit. So, if we give him 80 on the dot, and then we've got 2 mil spare, just in case if we need to do something in terms of signing someone's contract new or something. And there we go, they're happy with 80 grand a week. It is our highest earning player now at the club. And our highest rated. He's 82 rated, of course. It's a bit of a shame we could get Schürrle, a little bit more versatile, but I think he'll be a nice option on that right-hand side. Obviously, it will mean Ciceretti dropping down to the bench, but you look at it this way. We had Jordan Ibe, and now we've got Bellarabi. So you really can't complain with that. Obviously, very fast, like 90 pace, 70 strength, 87 dribbling, 74 finishing. Could be a bit better, but very good passing as well, 85 short. And 4-star skills, that's one thing about Schürrle. He's only got 3. At least Bellarabi's got 4. So I'll give him Bellarabi the number 12. He is our record signing at 19 million, of course. We could have maybe spent a little bit more, but I think if we can get Jerry sold, he has been transfer listed. If he can go, then we could potentially sign another player. And I don't know what I'd want, really. That's the thing with that signing. It's like, it makes the squad slightly better, but I didn't really need it. But it's better than not spending it, of course. So into the first game of the episode, it will be Bellarabi's debut. Unfortunately, we won't be able to use Tammy Abraham. Even though the game lets us use Tammy Abraham, I just think it's not right that we can use Tammy Abraham, because obviously he's playing against his parent club. It just wouldn't work like that in real life. So we're going to drop him to the reserves. He won't be involved in this game. It's whether we do Adams or Jerry up front. That's the only question. I think we give it Adams, actually, because I don't really like Jerry at all. He did well this time last year, technically kept us in the league, but he's really bad at turning. Like 68 dribbling really isn't good enough. I'm going to attempt to put Vidra in, but I think I'll see how we do with this lineup. It's a very good team, of course. Very good lineup indeed, actually, now I've got. You think about what it used to be at the start of this season, and we've made it a lot better indeed. Obviously, Hughes Hendrick came into the midfield. We got, was it Dunk? Was this Dunk last? I can't remember when we got Dunk. I think it was last season. Or was it this season? I really can't remember. That's how crazy this squad has got in a very short amount of time. So we will go into the game with that lineup. We obviously got Bellarabi on the right hand side there for his debut. Looking at their lineup, they've gone for a 5 at the back. Quite a few new signings as well. There's Courtois in goal. Karbsdorp from Roma, Christensen, Marquinhos, Rudiger, Grimaldo, Kante and Bakayoko in the middle, Willian, Morata and Hazard. It's a bit of a shame you can't see their bench, just to see what else they've got, of course, but it's a very good team as well. And we kind of hit and miss against this formation, so it'll be interesting to see how we do against Chelsea away from home. Over the top, the two defenders collided with each other. It's gone through for Adams, now with the shot, and into the back of the net. The two Chelsea defenders there falling into each other led to that, and the young Englishman has got a goal against Chelsea. Good to see him do a decent job. I think that's Christensen and Marquinhos there with the error. Goes through, and it's a simple goal for Che Adams, and it's nice to see him score. Because obviously with Tammy Abraham in great form, he's not at the most amount of time. He did score in the last episode against Everton though, 4th goal of the season for him. Hopefully he can kick on a bit now. Now into Adams, he's in a great bit of space with the shot and with the goal to seal the game in the last 10 minutes there. I think we've won the game now. Last 15, sorry. But Adams is far on the back of the net there. He seems to have had a positive effect on the game, of course. Nice bit of passing play, Vidra into Lawrence, then through for Adams, and we're 2-0 up against Chelsea. It's kind of crazy how good we've been at the moment. I think we've definitely found how to beat the AI on this difficulty with these sliders, and we may get Champions League football if we can keep up this form until the end of the season. Obviously now we've got Bellarabi, a bit more quality up front. You never know. And we haven't even got Tammy. It's gone into Moses, though, with the shot over the bar. Into Vitry. He's in a nice bit of space on the edge of the box. Chance to get the shot off now. With the shot and with the goal, 3-0 against Chelsea. And to be honest, the shots that we've had, I don't think we've had many others that have, like, been saved by Courtois. I think it's literally been every single shot so far gone in for us. It's a great strike from the Czech to find the back of the net. It's nice to see him having a positive effect on the game, coming off the bench, of course. He has kind of been taken out of the team by Lawrence at Cam, but he still contributes every now and then. Corner for Chelsea then. It doesn't mean anything, it's just literally keeping the clean sheet, and we've done it there. 3-0 against Chelsea, away from home. We really have mastered these sliders. If you look at the match stats, you'll see they didn't have a single shot on target. Now granted, we had 4 shots on target and scored 3, so you could debate, but we had 9 in total, so I think we're beating the AI at the moment. Transfer offer for Jerry Umbakajaku. This is what we wanted. He's literally sat on the reserves, and it's from Bournemouth this time. I think I'm going to just accept it straight up. I don't want to offend them and like not get anything for him. They're offering 600k over his value, so I think that's a fair price. So we're going to accept that, get that money in. We're still got to wait for the player whether he wants to join the club or not. So we'll wait for that. We are currently... Why have I gone down in ratings? I've just beat Chelsea, gone second in the table, and the rating went down from 89 to 88. That's a little bit strange, but I don't know. Well, this game's really broken at times. But anyway, we have gone to a bit of training there. Nothing major happening. There we go. Jerry has been sold. We've had an extra 5 million added to the budget, so that's good to see. We have got the scout report as well here for Cedric, a player I was looking at. Obviously, you guys did suggest him. Very good rounded stats, like all of them literally 80. But I think for the time being, we don't really need him. It would be nice, but I'll give it a go. If we can get him, that'd be great, but I don't think we will to because of the amount of wages that he is on at 96. We've only got 7 million. That will probably give us, like, yeah. So we've got 5 million basically to spend on a player. Obviously 80 grand is about the right amount for wages all in all. So just looking at our transfer hub here, I'm just looking for someone around the 5 mil price. Right, we've got 76k for the FA Cup, and we've got a transfer offer here from Atletico Bilbao, I think that is. And it's a lot of money for Max Life. For what he is, that is a lot of money. He's a left back, but I don't really want to get rid of him. I know Emerson's the first team left back at the moment, and it would give us the opportunity to sign somebody else during this window, but I don't want to do it for the sake of it. If you look at the squad, it's very balanced at the moment. And to make the ratings even higher, if you wanted, I could do that. But I really like Wisdom. I don't know how he's only 75 rated, to be honest. Like, he's got just under 80 pace, 80 strength, and then very good tackling stats as well, 82 and 78 sliding. Like, that's ridiculous. If we can win this game, technically, we can go top. What's the goal difference? If we win this game by 2 goals and Chelsea don't win, we can go top. Burnley are joint top. That's how crazy this career mode is. But kind of shows how good they are in real life as well, because that's what EA thought they're going to do. Let's go into the game against Spurs then, at home. Here we are then at home against Tottenham Hotspur. They have got Harry Kane back, if you remember, in the reverse fixture at Wembley. I remember now. Kane got injured during the international break, which led to Tottenham having to play Dele Alli at striker, and we absolutely thrashed them. I think we beat them 3 or 4-0 at Wembley. So, looking at the team, they have got Zikvic on the right, Kane up front, Son, Eriksen, João Mario, Dembele, Digne, Sanchez, Vertonghen, Aurier, and Hugo Lloris in goal. A very good team. There's no doubt about it. Obviously, players like Son, Kane, they're going to be touching towards the 90s now, so very strong team indeed. We have got Tammy Abraham back up front for us, and hopefully Bellarabi can be a little bit more effective in this game with a big target man to aim for. Chance here for Kane for early on, with this chance for Eriksen. Kick-off glitch, mate. Don't know what I can do there. It's literally straight from kick-off. They've gone on the attack, and Christian Eriksen, the Danish, brilliant player, I must say. Fantastic. If I can ever get him on this career mode, then we've completed it, that's for sure. But yeah, Son with the ball here into Kane. I thought Kane was going to shoot, but he laid it into Eriksen's path. And it's a bit of a shame because Sportiello's had a fantastic first half, and to concede straight away, it's a real shame. Obviously, he couldn't really do much about that when it came off the post, but hopefully we can quickly reply. And to Bellarabi, inside to Lawrence, back to him. It's gone past the defender now with the shot, saved by Laurie into Tammy, and it's in the back of the net. We've made it 1-1 against Spurs. Bellarabi being the effective that I needed him to be there, and we've made it 1-1. We needed a goal quickly. If we didn't, like when you get past like the 65th minute, they park the bus, and it's incredibly difficult. Now we've kept the game open, we could potentially win it. It is his 12th goal this season. If Willian hasn't scored, he is now the top goal scorer in the league. Chance here for Tammy. It's probably the last attack of the game as well. Into Bellarabi. If we can get the winner. It's gone into the back post. Adams putting his head on it, and Aurier kicked it off. If that was real life, it wouldn't have been too surprising if the referee gave a penalty, but it is just a point in the end against Spurs. I think it's a fair result. I think both the keepers were probably the stars of that game. I'll show you a few of these saves that Sportiello made instead of having to edit the video. It's just ridiculous. That one especially. I don't know how he saved it. I thought this was a goal, and somehow he's pulled that right out the bag. At like match speed, it's that quick. Like, ridiculous. This one was a great save as well. Zikovic here going inside. It went really low and did well to get down to it. Same with Hugo Lloris in the second half. Bellarabi goes round, going into the top right, saves that. Then a few minutes later, corner onto the edge to Lawrence, and another great save. It's definitely the keepers that have get the point for the winners. Transfer offer this time from West Ham for Max Lowe. I think we will just stick to that £16 million price tag, so we'll try and do it towards the end of this episode. I think it'll be one of the last things we do. I think 16 million, I can't deny that. That'd be a great amount of money. It is Slaven Bilic. Bit of a shame it's not Moisey. Yeah, they're just going to offer 11.5, and that's far too low, obviously. Bilbao were offering 13.7, so that's like the bottom. I think between 15 and 16 I'll be more than happy with. Aaron Moy's actually gone to Malaga, I think, next season. Atletico Bilbao, sorry. And it was a Spanish team, so a little bit of a shame. Would have been nice, but it doesn't improve our team. Like, we could use that money to get a player that's like 83, 84. With that point, it has kept us in the top 4 by 2 points, but if we won that game, we would have been second in the table to finish off the episode, which would have been nice. I think we will leave it here for now, though. We've still got another episode in the January transfer window, so potentially we have just had a bit of growth to Kera. That's nice to see. Potentially we can make another signing with the few funds that we do have. We've got about 5 mil. I'm just trying to think. Maybe we could do a swap deal plus the 5 mil. Then you've got a bit of money talking. Like, for example, Martin, who doesn't seem to be going anywhere. He's worth about 2.5. That's a good 7-8 mil. Yeah. I think all these players I'd be more than happy to let go. I don't think there's anyone here I'd really want to keep. Yeah, like even the Bellarabi sign, we don't really need him, but it's better than not signing him, just keep him 20 mil in the club. I just, like, Wisdom just doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a fantastic player, there's no doubt about it. 80 and literally all the stats that I need. And he's 75 rated just because he's got 55 dribbling. I'm almost tempted just to put him in training to get that dribbling up to raise his rating. But yeah, hopefully guys did enjoy this episode. We got a win against Chelsea and a point against Spurs, and we signed our highest rated player and our record breaking signing. So yeah, hopefully guys did enjoy this episode. Leave a like, rating if you did enjoy. Leave some comments as well. Whether we sign those players that you guys do leave the comments on now or in the summer, that won't be too far away. So yeah, make sure you do leave a like, rating, subscribe if you want it, and see you soon. Bye.